Hey there, happy Friday. It's the weekend. Oh, have you got big plans for the weekend? Yes, no? Let me know. What are your plans for the weekend? I want to know. So, I had an epic mom fail, and I didn't realize how big of a mom fail it was until today. And it actually happened like, oh my gosh. Now that I think about it, it's worse. It's even worse than I thought. So this happened on the 4th of July, and it took me till the middle of August to realize what an epic mom fail it was. So let me just share with you the story of what happened, and then I also want to share with you an opportunity that I have that is, it's actually expiring tonight. So bear with me for just a minute while I share this story and the lesson that I learned, and then I'm going to share that opportunity with you as well. So this was 4th of July, and we went over to a friend's house and to watch fireworks. And I took my 3 boys with me. And when we got over there, this friend had set up a zip line for her kiddos. And all the kids, so what they had to do was they had to climb up in this tree house, okay? And that was like the launch platform for the zip line. And then from there, the zip line goes all across their yard, clear down to the timber. I don't know exactly how far away it is, but it was quite a ways. So the zip line goes all the way down into the timber, and it actually goes into the timber just a little ways before you get to the point where you stop. And so we get there, and all the kids are, taking turns. They're rushing up. They can't wait to get on the zip line. They're having a blast. And my middle child kind of wants to go on the zip line, but kind of isn't sure about it. And so I'm like, buddy, mommy will go up there with you. And I'll help you get on the zip line and everything. And so he's like, okay. So picture me, right, climbing up the ladder to get into this treehouse that's meant for like kids 10 years old and under, maybe 12 years old and under, whatever. Nonetheless, I was way too big to be getting in there. And so you climb up this ladder, and then on top of the ladder is like this little crawl through space that you have to go through to get into the main part of the treehouse. So I'm like trying to make myself as small as I can to get through that space and get up on the platform and get into the treehouse. So I get in there. Sorry. And so he comes up, he gets up there, and he just looks at me. I'm like, okay, buddy, come over here. Let's get on the zip line. So he walks over, and he's moving real slow. He walks over, and he puts his hand up on it, and he puts his other hand up on it. I was like, okay, put your leg up there. I'll help you. And he goes, like, come on, buddy, you can do it. You can do it. I'll be right here. I'll help you. I'll help you get on there. And he's like, he will not get on the seat for the zip line. And I thought that the problem was he had to climb over a little bit of a ledge, and at that ledge you can see down, and it looks like it's a long ways to the ground, and then the zip line slowly goes downhill as it goes into the timber. But they also had like a rope that hung down so that if somebody wanted to go but they wanted to go slow, somebody else could hold onto that rope and let them go slow and help them to slow down. So I'm like, are you afraid of going too fast or whatever? And he's like, no. And he just completely backs off the zip line. And I'm like, buddy, what's going on? I thought you wanted to go. And he's like, he just does this. Won't talk to me, won't react, won't do anything, just. So here's where the epic mom fail moment comes in. I start with encouragement. Come on, you can do this. You know, I'll help you. I'll be there. I'll support you. We can have somebody go hold on to the bottom of it so it doesn't go too fast. And, you know, okay. So, encouragement's not working, right? So what's the next thing we go to? Let's try some coaching. Hey bud, you know, what are you thinking about? How are you feeling about this? What part of it's scaring you? Can I help you kind of overcome that? Is it just that first step? Because I know first steps can be scary, and you know, I'll hold on nice and tight until you're ready to go. So, you know, like, what are your fears? Can we move through these fears? Because, you know, I don't want you to be held back in life because you're afraid of things. We're going to push through this, and you're going to be so glad you did it, and whatever. So those two approaches didn't work. So the next thing was, come on, buddy, all your friends are watching. And there's all these little girls, and look, these little girls are going down there. Surely if a little girl can go down there, you can go down there. Buddy, mommy climbed all the way up in this treehouse to help you go down. Get on the zip line and let's go. Mister, you need to get on the zip line and go down now. Unless you want to get in trouble and spend some time in timeout, you need to get on the zip line now. 1, 2, 3. What do you do with that? Like, okay, he totally called my bluff. And so I'm up here in this little treehouse with this kid that wanted to do this zip line, and now he won't go down, and everybody's watching, and I'm feeling embarrassed, and I'm like, my 9-year-old will not go down this little kid's zip line. Good grief. And that's absolutely not the way I should have reacted, and I should not have escalated the situation in that way, but my intention was good. The methodology was bad, but the intention was good, right? I wanted him to work through his fear. I wanted him to do something that he was not comfortable doing, so that when he comes up against discomfort or fear or whatever in the future, that he'll be able to push through that, and he'll see fun things are on the other side of conquering your fears. And so eventually I just gave up. I'm like, this kid's just not going to do it. So we go crawling back down through the little hole down the ladder, and he missed out on his opportunity to go down the zip line, to have fun with his friends and do all of that. And I hated that that's how that ended for him. And I hated that that's going to be part of who he is now, is that he held back in fear. What also is going to be part of him now is his mom shaming him, his mom, you know, making him feel guilty, not encouraging him, not giving him the opportunity to make his own decisions, and just a whole bunch of unnecessary stuff that I piled on him in that moment with good intention, but it just didn't work out that way. So anyways, later on that night, I was talking to him, or it may have been a day or two later, and I was like, what, let's talk about this. What was that all about? And he said, Mom, he said, I wanted to go, but my fear was I couldn't see where it ended. The zip line went down into the woods, and I didn't know what was at the end. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I had known that that's truly what was bothering him, I could have just walked him down there and shown him, and then he would have been able to go. But I didn't think about it until today. And I was like, oh my goodness, how many times does this trip us up in life? And how many times does this trip us up in our business and moving our business forward? We see something that looks good, we get excited about it, we get right to the point where we're ready to step off and go, and we realize we can't see the end. We don't really know what's going to happen after we get 3/4 of the way down that zip line. We don't know what's in those woods, and we don't know if it's safe. And so we choose to pull back in fear, and we choose to miss out on the opportunity. And so today I want to encourage you that whatever it looks like for you, whether you are thinking about starting your business, whether you are in the middle of your business and you are in that jungle and you're just like, I can't see because I'm in all of these things and you need some help, or whether you are ready to scale your business and aren't quite sure what that's going to look like and whether it's worth the investment that you need to make to grow your business, I want to encourage you to talk to somebody that you feel like you can trust, somebody that has been there before and that can lead you down the right path. And I know for a lot of us, one of the big tendencies is you see all of these online courses, you see all of these big group programs that you want to enroll in, partially because you know you need the service, but you're afraid to make a big investment. And so you look for the cheapest, easiest thing that you can get into to get yourself started, because you're afraid of what's in the jungle. You're afraid of what you can't see in the future, and you're afraid that it won't be good and that you're going to wish that you hadn't made that investment. And so you're trying to play it safe. And so I want to encourage you today to not go for the cheapest and easiest, go for the value. And what I can tell you from my own experience has been that when I have been in very, very small groups, like 10 people or less, my business moves forward. When I get coaching one-to-one, my business grows by leaps and bounds. And so if you really want to move your business forward, get your business off the ground, take it to the next level, whatever that is for you, I want you to consider making a bigger investment so that you get that one-on-one personalized attention, focused intention in your business from a coach that can work with you, who can help you, who knows your business inside and out just like you do, and make sure that you are not only making an investment, that you're making a wise investment, and that your return on that investment is going to be exponentially what you paid. And you don't find that with people who have online courses. Do you know that only like 1 in 5, 1 in 10 people who buy an online course actually complete that course? Like, your odds of getting good results and a massive return on your investment for a course is minimal. You need somebody that's there with you every week, giving you personalized guidance and really helping you understand what that next step is. So that being said, If you're on my email list, then you've been getting emails from me this week. You know that I have a special offer out. When you're on my email list, you get exclusive access to those offers long before anybody else does. So, being that this is my group instead of my email list, I'm telling you about this now. And what I'm offering is the strategy call. You can do the strategy call with me. I will give you great tips on what you can do to launch or scale your business with your signature programs, with other offers and opportunities that might be a good way for you to move forward. I will give you great tips whether or not we decide to work together. But I want to make that available to you today because at midnight tonight, this offer is going to disappear. Not the offer for the strategy call, but I'm doing a back to school blowout sale where I'm giving you 30% off of any of my programs. So that can be a huge, huge savings for you. And I'm hoping that that will give you enough courage to at least take that step forwards to say, 30% off, that's worth a phone call, right? I have minimal skin in the game when I make this phone call. I can say yes, I can say no. Worst case scenario, I'm going to walk away with some tips and strategies that are going to make my business stronger, right? Because that's my goal for you. Every person who gets on a phone call with me, I want them to have tips and strategies that are going to move them forward in their business. And so minimal skin in the game for you. I'm going to post the link here in just a second, but I want you to book a phone call with me, a strategy call with me. And, oh, of course, we're going to be difficult now. When you do that, I know that obviously we can't have our call today. And this is the same offer that I made to the people in my who are on my email list. But if you book a call with me before midnight tonight, I'm going to honor that deal for you so that when we do talk, if you decide that it is the next best step for you to work with me, that I'm going to honor that 30% off. So no more being afraid of what you can't see ahead of you, because it will take work, but it will be good. And I promise you, you will enjoy the ride. And it's always better with somebody by your side. So book your call with me and let's get you moving forward in your business. Thank you guys. Have a great night. Bye.